Welcome back, my dear students. In the last class, we had discussed practice set 1.1 and also we had completed some more basic concepts like we discussed about line segment, we discussed about line, we discussed about ray, some terms like congruent segments. Remember? On the basis of those things, let us take the chapter ahead and solve practice set 1.2. What we will do in today's class is similar sums we will complete in this part, and there is a part which is different, so that we will complete in the next part. Okay? So let's get started. As you can see, practice set 1.2, I want you also to write in your book. The first question goes like this. The following table shows points on a number line and their coordinates. So the following table shows points are given and their coordinates. Decide whether the pair of segments given below the table are congruent or not. So some pair of segments are given. We have to decide whether they are congruent or not. When will segments be congruent? If their lengths are equal, then we can say that the segments are congruent. No? What are congruent segments? The segments having equal lengths are called as congruent segment. Now in the last practice set, we know to find out the distance between 2 points. Same technique we will use here. We need not draw the table. You just see the points and then we will write the steps. Remember how you had done the sums in practice at 1.1? Same way we will start this. Copy the first question. Segment DE and segment AB. Segment DE and segment AB. Looking at the table, you will write down the coordinate. First start. Coordinate of point D. What is the coordinate of point D? See the table and say coordinate of point D is equal to -7. Coordinate of point E. Point E is equal to, coordinate of point E is 9. Therefore, length of DE equal to bigger number minus smaller number. No? So here -7 and 9, the bigger number is 9 minus the smaller one is -7. Again 9, minus and minus will become plus 7. 9 plus 7 is equal to 16. Okay. So write down therefore length of DE is equal to 16. Highlight it. Length of DE we got. Now we will find length of segment AB. Segment AB we will find. So first point, coordinate of point A. Coordinate of point A, you will write. Coordinate of point A in the table is -3. Coordinate of point B. Point B coordinate is 5. Therefore, length of AB is equal to bigger number minus smaller number. That is 5 is bigger minus smaller one is -3. So you get 5 plus 3 which is equal to 8. So length of AB you got 8. This also you will put in box. Now compare both the length. How much you had got length of DE? 16, no? But 16 and 8, are they equal? Are the lengths equal? No. So last step you will write. Therefore, length of DE is not equal. Equal sign and cut it. Is not equal to length of AB. Therefore, segment DE is not congruent to segment AB. You can write it in words also. Final sentence you will write, segment DE is not congruent to segment AB. Is it easy? Similarly, let us solve all the sums. The first pair were not congruent segments. Let us check the second pair. Segment BC and segment AD. Same steps, let us repeat. First step will be coordinate of point B. What is coordinate of point B in the table? It is 5. Coordinate of point C, B over C. Coordinate of point C is 2. Therefore, length of segment BC is equal to 5 and 2. Which is bigger number? Obviously 5. 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. So we got length of BC as 3. Put it in a box. Similarly, find out length of AD. Coordinate of point A equal to, coordinate of point A is from the table -3. Coordinate of point D is equal to, coordinate of point D -7. See the table carefully and write down. Okay. Coordinate of point A -3. Coordinate of point D -7. Therefore, length of segment AD is equal to, when you have both the signs opposite, then you take the smaller number as greater. No? So, -3 and -7 means which is greater number? -3, bigger number, -7. Okay, two signs, don't keep it close. Separate it with a bracket. Now, next step, -3. Minus and minus will become +7. Now, again we have minus and plus. Minus into plus is minus. Now, subtract 7 minus 3 is equal to 4. You will put the sign of the bigger number. 3 and 7, which is bigger? 7 is bigger number. Its sign is plus. Okay. So, the length of AD will be, length of AD is equal to 4. Highlight it. Now, compare both the lengths. Length of segment BC and length of segment AD, are they equal? Here also they are not equal. So, last step you will write. Therefore, length of BC is not equal to length of AD. Therefore, segment BC is not congruent to segment AD. Now we have the third sum. Now I am very sure you will get the answer faster than me. Okay, let's start. I have written coordinate of point B. What is the coordinate of point B in the table? 5. 5, no? Coordinate of point E is 9. Now find out the distance. Therefore, length of segment BE equal to bigger coordinate. 9 is bigger, minus 5, which is equal to 4. You got 4. Highlight length of BE equal to 4. 4 units. Similarly, let us find out length of segment AD. Write down coordinate of point A equal to -3. Coordinate of point D equal to -7. Therefore, length of AD is equal to bigger number. -3 and -7. Don't get confused. Bigger number is -3 -7. Two same signs separated with bracket. Go slowly. Which is equal to -3 we will write first. Minus and minus will become +7. Okay. Now minus into plus, minus. Subtract 7 minus 3 is how much? 4. Which is bigger number here? 7. Its sign is plus. Okay, so plus will come here. So what we got? Length of AD, segment AD is equal to 4. Now compare length of segment BE, we got 4. Length of segment AD also we got 4. Okay, so these two segments are congruent. So you will write, therefore, length of BE equal to length of AD. Therefore, segment BE is congruent to segment AD. Congruent sign. Length of BE equal to length of AD. Segment BE is congruent to segment AD. So out of those three pairs, the last pair segments were congruent. Now one small but important part in geometry, you have to understand that length, see I have written for length equal. Lengths are equal. Length means it is related to number. Okay, related to number. Length means length is 4. Number, no? So lengths are equal but segments are congruent. When you write length, here you don't put congruent sign. Put equal to sign. When you are talking about segment, you will put the congruent sign. Segments are congruent, lengths are equal. Remember this. So we have completed that part. Let's go move on with the next question. Let's take the second question now. Point M is the midpoint of segment AB. Point M is the midpoint of segment AB. AB is 8. Find the length of AM. Okay, we have to draw the figure for this solution. Read it once again. Point M is the midpoint of segment AB. We will just draw segment AB. AB. Okay. Let this be segment AB. According to the given information, M is the midpoint. Midpoint means somewhere here, no? The middle. Okay. Center. So M we wrote. How will we show that M is the midpoint? In this figure, how will we show? By putting these identical marks. Which means AM is equal to MB. AB is the name of the segment. A segment has two end points, no? Fixed length. So, AB is a segment. It has fixed length. What is the length of AB? It is, length of AB is 8 units. Full segment AB is 8 units. M is the midpoint. So, how much will be AM or MB? Got the answer, no? How much will be AM or MB? If M is the midpoint, M is dividing segment AB into two equal parts. So, what is the half of 8? AM will be 4 and MB will also be 4. Easy? Now, what is the question? Find the length of AM. We already got it is 4. Let's solve it with the steps. Okay, start. Write down segment AB is equal to 8. Segment AB equal to 8. Then write point M is the midpoint of segment AB. Point M is the midpoint of segment AB. Therefore, which two parts are formed now equal parts? AM. This part will be equal to the second equal part MB, which will be, these two parts will be half of the whole segment, right? It will be half of the bigger segment, the whole segment, that is AB. Okay? So now let us find out the answer. Therefore, AM is equal to MB is equal to half of, how much is segment AB? Segment AB is 8. Half of 8. And half of 8 is 4. Now we will write about only thing which they have asked. Length of AM. Now how will you write? Length of small l, bracket start. Length of AM equal to 4 units. Just 4. Highlight it. 2 marks you got. So figure also carries marks. These steps. If M is the midpoint, that M will divide the segment into two equal parts. Write about those two equal parts AM and MB. Both AM and MB will be half of the whole segment AB. So simple. Understood? Now see the third sum. The third sum they have given. Point P is the midpoint of segment CD. So let's start with the figure. Draw segment CD. CD. Show the midpoint as P. P is the midpoint. How will we show that P is the midpoint? We'll put two identical marks on the other side. 1 or 2. Okay. This means that CP is equal to PD, or point P is the midpoint of C. Okay. Even if the statement is not given, the figure is given, you should make out. If this is the way the figure is given, it means that P is the midpoint of segment CD. Continue. CP is equal to 2.5. Okay, CP means still here. In the previous sum, they had given the length of the whole segment. Here they are giving us only length of CP, that is 2.5. And they are asking us find the length of CD. CD means the whole thing. Okay. If P is the midpoint, one part, that is CP and PD, will both be divided into equal parts, because P is the midpoint of CD. So CP will be equal to PD. So how much will be the whole CD? If CP is 2.5, how much will be the full segment? 2.5 here, 2.5 here. 2.5 plus 2.5 will be 5. And have small part given, one equal part given, and you are asked to find the length of the whole segment, you will multiply by 2. Correct, no? 2.5 into 2 is 5, or 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5. Any way you can solve. Understood? So let us start solution. Now here let us write point P is the midpoint of segment CD. Point P is the midpoint of segment CD. CP is equal to 2.5. Given. Okay, this was given. So I'll write given. Now what you understood from this? Therefore, CP equal to PD. Correct, no? CP will be equal to PD. So how much will be CD? Therefore, length of CD will be, how much will be CD, the whole thing? It will be 2 times the length of CP. 2 times the length of CP. Or you can also write it as, which is length of CD is equal to CP plus PD. If CP is 2.5, PD will also be 2.5. We have written here. And 2.5 plus 2.5 will be 5. That way also you can solve. Now here I wrote 2 into CP. So 2 into, how much is CP? 2.5. 2.5 into 2 is equal to 5. So we got length of CD is equal to 5 units. Let us revise. Let us recap the two sums which we did. The second and the third sum. Now I will ask you, you have to give me the answer. Okay. So if I have a segment, let the segment be XZ. If the length of this segment is 12 centimeter, 12 units. And I say that M is the midpoint of XZ. So what will be the length of MZ? The whole segment is 12 XZ. How much will be MZ? I am asking you one part. How much will be MZ? Full segment is 12. So MZ will be, yes, how will you write the steps? MZ is equal to half of XZ, no? Half of XZ. Means if the whole part is given, if the full segment is given, you are asked to find the half of that. So you will divide, you will take the half. Full segment is given, you are asked half part of it, so you will multiply by half. Clue. Full segment length is given, they are asking you to find the half of that, you will multiply that by half. So half into 12. Before me, you got the answer? 6, no? So MZ will be 6, XM will also be 6. Okay, that was one type. Now second type, second part, huh? Let the segment be PQ. I am saying that S is the midpoint of PQ. S is the midpoint of PQ. And SP is equal to 6. If I say PS or SP is equal to 6, I am asking you to find out length of segment PQ. How much will be the length of the full segment? Only half part is given. You want full. You will multiply by 2. Full part is given. You want half. You will multiply by half. Okay. So here half part is given. You want the whole segment. So you will write therefore length of PQ is equal to 2 times length of PS. 2 times length of PS, which is equal to 2 into 6. You got length of PQ as 12. Easy? Now, very important sums. You all should know to solve this with proper steps, and figure also is a must. Okay. Now the fourth sum. The fourth sum is a very bacha sum. Okay, very childish sum. Let us see. AB is 5 centimeter. BP is 2 centimeter and AP is 3.4 centimeter. Just compare the segment. Compare the segment means which segment is bigger, which segment is the smallest. We have to compare. By looking at the length, we can say 5, 2 and 3.4. Which is the smaller one? Or let us start in descending order. Which is the bigger length here? 5, 2 and 3.4. 5, no? So I'll write 5 greater than, which is the next one? 3.4 greater than, the least number is 2. Easy. Now just below write down the name of the segments. 5 means which segment? AB. So AB greater than, 3.4 is AP. Greater than, which segment's length is 2? BP. Over. This is the comparison of the segments. Segment AB is the longest segment and BP is the shortest segment. Simple. Make a note of it. So today what did we learn? We learned how to find out whether given pair of segments are congruent or not. Then how to compare the length of segments, and if midpoint of a segment is given and the whole length is given, how to find the half of that segment. If half the length of segment is given, how to get the whole length of the segment. Now in the next class, we will solve the remaining sums of practice set 1.2. Till we meet, take care. Bye.